Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Hammonds Hobbies. My name's Glenn, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my very first PSA submission return. So let's get right into it. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that's been smashing up the like button and to all the new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. I'm on this F1 collectible card journey and I'm hoping you guys join with me. I'm trying to grow the hobby in the UK and around the world, so make sure you follow me over on the Facebook group, which is F1 Sports Cards, and also on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all the others under the same name. So let's get right into it. Let's have a little look at what we've got. So we have these boxes from PSA. And like I say, this is the very first submission I've ever done. So this is all new to me. We're going to go through these. I don't know what sort of order they're in or anything. So we're going to go through these one at a time. I've got about 55, 60 cards here. I was expecting a few more, but they haven't come. And unfortunately, one of them cards is a big one. I don't want to say just yet what it is because that'll ruin the whole video, but we're going to go through these ones today. With the PSA app, once your cards are graded, you can just do this like animation. Maybe I'll put a clip up of it here. You can do this animation where you just swipe the card across as if you're like turning it over yourself, and you can view all the grades. Now I've already gone through and done that, so I've actually gone through, but I did quickly scan through them all. And the thing is, because there's 55, 60 in it, I can't remember all of them. I just remember certain highlights. So we're going to go through and have a little look, and you guys can tell me what you think. Comment down below what you think of any of these cards. So let's grab a handful of that. They're very well packaged here from PSA, as you would expect, I suppose. But let's get into the cards anyway. That's what you guys have come here for. We start off with a Lewis Hamilton out of 15 PSA 9 for the Neuro of F1 Lights Out. Nice, I like that card. We got the same again. This one is out of 25. It's a PSA 10. Hey! So let's make a little stack here. So we'll do a little stack. We've got our 9s here and we'll put our 10s here. What we got here? Max Verstappen in the blue. What one's this one? This one's out of 25. History Maker, and it's a PSA 8. Wah, wah. So a lot of people message me and say, Glenn, is this card worth grading? I always say, well, it depends. If it comes back a 9, it probably will sell for the same, if not a little bit more above what the card's worth raw. If you get a 10, you could double, triple, quadruple the price of the card. If it comes back as 7 or 8, then I would probably get more money for this card selling it raw. So that means that I've now lost out. These cost me £15 each, which is the $19 offer that they were doing a month or two ago. So I've probably lost 15 quid on this card in particular because it's come back an 8. We got another one here. This one's an out of 25 as well, and it's a PSA 9. We got a PSA 10 in the out of 49. Nice. These are some, I must admit, the F1 Lights Out cards look absolutely stunning, especially in the slabs. We have Mercedes. This is an out of 5, this one. This is big. So this is an out of 5 Mercedes. It's got the Lewis Hamilton logo on the front of the car. So this is, I always consider this a Lewis Hamilton card. And it's come back a PSA 10. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Out of 5. What are the odds? The out of 5s obviously are the rarest hits in F1 Lights Out, apart from one of 1s. So whatever the one of 1's worth, obviously that's not worth as much, but do you know what I mean? That's the next best hit. We got another Max Verstappen PSA 9. We got the Mercedes out of 15 this time, but it's come back a 9. I can't believe we got a 10 on the out of 5 as well. We got an out of 10 Sergio Perez. I love these out of 10s, this red sort of background. I think with the PSA, obviously the colours of the PSA card look pretty nice. Also, something to notice is that these are considered the brand new PSA slabs. I submitted these sort of like mid-December and they've come back already. So it's taken about a month. And these are the new slabs. They feel very slick. They feel very nice. Some of them are thicker. Some of them are the thick slabs. I'll show you those in a second. We got some more out of 10s. We got Nicholas Latifi in that red. That's a PSA 10. We have got Ferrari out of 15 in the PSA 9. So we missed out on the 10 on that one. We got here, we've got Gihan Daruvula out of 10, PSA 9 for the F2 driver. Lewis Hamilton out of 25. Neuro, another one of these in a PSA 9. We got a Max Verstappen. This is the image that everybody wanted. Obviously, this is an out of 99 version. Got it back as a PSA 9. I honestly thought the red one that I had of this, the out of 10, would get a 10, but it didn't. Well, I'll show you that in a second. We got another image of that one, but the out of 150, PSA 9. We got the Neuro Max Verstappen with the number 1 on there, PSA 9. That's an out of 75. We got an out of 99, PSA 9. Another PSA 9 out of 150. So a lot of 9s at the minute. We got Sebastian Vettel, out of 15 with the 9. We got Max Verstappen with the, this is his main portrait in the set, out of 9. A lot of 9s here. Are the 10s going to make a comeback? Come on. We've got Max Verstappen History Maker out of 9. Carlos Sainz, this is an out of 10 parallel in the Ferrari in a PSA 9. Happy with that one. Gihan Daruvula, again, this is an out of 5 this time. So apart from the 1 of 1 gold plate, that's the next rarest hit, but that's come back a 9. Then we got History Maker Max Verstappen out of 75 in the PSA 10. Way! Frederick Vesti for F2 in the red. And then we have some of the powertrains. Powertrain out of 10. It's come back an A. Come on, Glenn. Come on. Look at this. Lewis Hamilton red out of 10. And it's come back a 8.5. I didn't even know PSA did 0.5s. But there we go, 8.5. I'm going to put that in the 8 pile. Max Verstappen History Maker, PSA 9. That's an out of 10 hit. Lewis Hamilton, 10 out of 10 in the red, PSA 9. We got Liam Lawson, obviously an up-and-coming star to keep an eye out for. Performed very well for AlphaTauri, PSA 10. Max Verstappen in the Neuro image, PSA 10. Woohoo! Max Verstappen History Maker, PSA 10. Nice. We got the Ferrari 5 out of 5, and it's Carlos Sainz's 55 on the car. So it's car number PSA 8. Then we have Felipe Drugovich out of 9, PSA 9, 5 of 5. We've got Williams Racing, again 10 out of 10 on the red, PSA 9. Then we got a Max Verstappen out of 75 with that helmet image, PSA 10. Nice. We got the McLaren Powertrain red, PSA 9. Hey, this is one of the big ones that I remember. So this is George Russell out of 5. And it's got the 10. Hey, get in. Georgie boy. We got Charles Leclerc in the red Neuro out of 10. PSA 9. Come on, the 10s need to make a comeback, surely. We've got Lance Stroll, 1 of 5. PSA 9. Lewis Hamilton in the red. I don't know why. The Lewis Hamilton reds out of 10s have all come back 8s. So that's a bit of a shame, being a Lewis Hamilton collector. Sergio Perez. Red, 10 out of 10. In a 10. Whee! Now this is the one. This is the one. I do not know how, out of all of the cards, there's 10 of these in the world, obviously being a 10 out of 10 card. I hit 8 of them. It was with a stream with Northwest Memorabilia. He hit about 5. I'd hit already 2 of them, or something like that, 2 or 3 of them. And the collector, Mr. Apoc, the myth, the man, the legend, he said, Glenn, I don't need 8 of them, because he had all the max spots. He said, do you know what, you can keep 1 for yourself. So I kept 1 for myself, but I checked every single one of them, because he said he's not a big fan of grading. He likes to collect sets like I do. So I looked through and I said, look, there's this one, and I think this one's the best condition out of all of them. Do you mind if I keep that one? He said, yep, go for it. So I was certain that this one was going to come back. If any were going to come back a 10, it was this one. But it came back a 9. Wah, wah. I was gutted about that. I've got this beautiful card here. This is the Turbo Attacks. Now, I know Turbo Attacks don't grade very well. This is the Ruby limited edition Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. This one's come back as 7. Never mind. I knew Turbo Attacks don't grade very well, so I was expecting it to be an 8 or something like that. So that's nothing. It's just that that's a limited edition card. I probably wouldn't sell this card anyway. I just thought it'd be nice to have a Turbo Attack graded. Right, then we move over to some of the Tops Nows that I've collected over the last few months, and we've got some beauties here. We've got Lando Norris in that sort of goldish colour, which matches beautifully with the McLaren outfit. That's come back a PSA 10. Hey. We've got Logan Sargent in the Williams PSA 10. This is an out of 99 parallel for lights Tops Now. And then this one is a big card. We have out of 10 on the Eccellenza, out of 10 La Squadra PSA 10. Nice. Well happy about that one. We have Max Verstappen in the out of 99 parallel for Tops Now 2023 PSA 10. I love the red at the back of them cards. By the background. This one is Daniel Ricciardo, Return of the Honey Badger, out of 99 PSA 10. The Tops Nows have all come back really good scores actually, but there's one in particular that I'm really shocked about. Max Verstappen, red, parallel, out of 99 PSA 10. And it's this one here. I'll come back to that in a second. We have a Haas red powertrain, out of 10 PSA 10, and Alpine 10 PSA 10. Right, this card was the one card that I thought, if I'm going to have any issues with any card, it's going to be this one. So this is a parallel that I hit from last year. Now, when Max won the championship that year, he got put in a room with a big chair that said world champion in the background. This became a very sought after Tops Now card, and for some reason there doesn't seem to be too many of this parallel floating about. I very rarely see him come up for sale. I don't even see the base of this come up very often for sale. But when I went to Silverstone, I took this card with me and I wanted to get Max Verstappen to sign it. Now, if you guys don't know, when you get drivers to sign cards, the cards have like a glossy texture over the front, so when you run ink over the top of it, the ink just sort of slides about and then it dries up, and then you just end up with this really faint squiggly line. So the best thing to do is actually sort of fill in the gaps of that card with talcum powder. So I'd actually put talcum powder on this card and I'd rubbed it in with my finger all the way around. I rubbed it for a good few minutes and then I was rubbing it like that, and then I put it in an unprotective, it weren't even in a sleeve, all weekend. It was well dusty, dirty. Anyway, that went through all of that. Then I came back, obviously I didn't get it signed. I brought it back and I thought, should I submit this one? I thought there's no point because this is going to come back a 7 or something. And then it's come back a PSA 10. So it just goes to show you can never guess. I was dead certain that this one would get a 10, and I was dead certain this would come back a 7. This one's come back a 10, this one's come back a 9. So you just never can tell. Right, well, there we go. There's all the cards that I've submitted. There's about 55 cards here, something like that in total. And out of those 55, we have got one that's in a 7. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that have come back an 8. We then have 27. We've got 27 that have come back 9s. So that's just over half. And then in terms of 10s, we've got 20 that have come back 10s. So we actually hit a fairly decent ratio there. Almost half. I'd say 40% of them came back as 10s. Most of them have obviously come back 9s. That seems to be the most common number to get. And then we got a few 8s and a 7. So that's it from my grading, my very first grading submission. If you've liked that content, please smash up the like button and also comment down below which is your favorite card from all of these ones that I've just shown. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you guys like this style of content, I'll do more of these PSA reveals in the future going forward. And if anyone is interested in purchasing any of these, you can head on over to f1sportscards.com, where I've actually listed all of these cards in the slab section, so you'll be able to actually view these. That's it from me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that as much as I have. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Peace.